You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Monday, August 20th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Monday. First thing to know is global stocks gain ahead of U.S.-China trade talks. Global stocks were higher, with investors awaiting the outcome of trade talks between the United States and China later this week, which markets hope will lead to an easing of their trade disputes. The talks are reportedly set to take place in Washington through Wednesday and Thursday, shortly before new U.S. charges on Chinese goods take effect. Most Asian bourses closed with gains, with shares in mainland China faring the best as the Chinese yuan rallied away from recent low levels. The Shanghai Composite Index ended up 1.1% after falling to a 2-year low on Friday, while the yuan reached its highest price point in a week. The second thing to know today is PepsiCo is to buy SodaStream in a $3.2 billion deal. Brokerage and snack giant PepsiCo announced plans to acquire at-home carbonated drink maker SodaStream for $3.2 billion as it seeks an edge in health-conscious beverages in its battle with chief rival Coca-Cola. Under the terms of the agreement, PepsiCo will acquire SodaStream for $144 per share in cash, representing an 11% premium to Friday's closing price of $129.85. Tel Aviv-based SodaStream, which makes machines that turn tap water into carbonated water, will help diversify PepsiCo's portfolio of snacks and beverages. The third thing to know today is the dollar rises at the start of a busy week. Away from equities, the U.S. dollar pushed higher against the currency basket, buoyed by expectations for trade talks that investors hope will ease tensions between the U.S. and China. The U.S. dollar index edged up 0.2% to 96.21 after falling 0.5% on Friday, the largest one-day decline in almost a month. In the bond market, Treasury prices rose, pushing yields lower across the curve. The benchmark 10-year yield dipped to 2.86%, while the 2-year yield slipped to 2.61%. The fourth thing to know today is metals lead commodities higher. In commodity markets, gold put an impressive performance, bouncing back after suffering its largest weekly loss since May 2017 last week. The precious metal jumped nearly 1% to $1,194.90 an ounce. Gold fell 2.2% last week, making the 6th consecutive weekly decline. It was also the worst weekly performance since December. And the fifth thing to know today is Greece finally emerges from the bailout program. After a nearly 9-year debt crisis that shrank the economy by a quarter and forced it to implement painful austerity measures, Greece has successfully exited its final 3-year bailout program, agreed in August 2015, the Eurozone's ESM Rescue Fund announced. The crisis has proven deeply traumatic for Greeks, who enthusiastically swapped drachmas for euros in 2001. Since the debt crisis exploded in early 2010, 4 successive governments have fought to keep bankruptcy at bay, relying on the biggest bailout in economic history, more than 260 billion euros lent by Greece's Eurozone partners and the IMF. Our second story today is from Investing.com. Nissan to invest $900 million on a new assembly plant in China. Japan's Nissan Motor will spend around $900 million to build a new assembly plant in China that will increase production capacity in the company by 30%, the Nikkei newspaper reported on Monday. Nissan, which operates in China through a joint venture with Dongfeng Motor Group company, is in final stages of talks with its Chinese partner to build a new plant in Wuhan in Hubei province, the Nikkei reported, without citing sources. The investment in Wuhan, which totals 100 billion yen, is expected to have an annual production capacity of 200,000 to 300,000 cars per year, the Nikkei reported. Our third story today comes by way of CNBC.com. Tesla pares losses in volatile trading after falling below $300. Tesla's stock price fell below $300 per share at one point on Monday as investors in the electric car maker continued to doubt the validity of a privatization proposal by its founder, Elon Musk. Shares of the Palo Alto, California-based company fell as low as $288.20 before rebounding shortly after the open of trading. The stock was down 1.5% to $301 as of 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Earlier Monday, J.P. Morgan slashed its projections for the car maker, telling clients that while it originally took Chief Executive Elon Musk's proposal to take the company private at $420 per share seriously, the funding to do so appears to have not been secured. The firm pared its year-end price target for Tesla shares back to $195 from $308, representing 36% downside to Friday's close. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, Monday, August 20th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Trade smart and have a great week.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com.